Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kevin Hastings, the president of the Parkland College Association, and I would like to welcome you to the 2025 Parkland College Graduate Honors Convocation. First, if you would, please take a minute and join me in thanking the Parkland College Wind Ensemble for the wonderful music they've been sharing with us. Our first speaker today is the college president, Dr. Pamela Lau. She first came to Parkland in 1995, and over the years at Parkland, she assumed different leadership roles to enhance the college's efforts to provide quality academic programs and improve student learning and success. In November of 2019, the Parkland College Board of Trustees selected Dr. Lau as president designee. She assumed responsibilities as the college president in January of 2023. Dr. Lau's academic credentials include a bachelor's degree in philosophy with first-class honors from the University of Singapore and a master's degree in philosophy from the University of Chicago. She graduated from Ferris State University in 2015 with a doctorate in community college leadership. We welcome Dr. Lau.
Thank you, Kevin. I have the distinct honor on behalf of the Parkland Board of Trustees, the faculty and staff and administration to welcome all of you to the 2025 Honors Convocation. This is our annual recognition ceremony where we recognize and celebrate the academic achievements of our graduating students. We are so proud of what they have done, how they have distinguished themselves in the areas of scholarship, leadership, athletics, artistic performance, and community service. I would also like to take a moment to recognize members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today. We have Trustee Carolyn Ragsdale from Champaign, and then we have our board chair, Trustee Maureen Banks from Champaign. I would like to extend a very special welcome this afternoon to the family and friends of our students. While each student here has worked really hard, we know that family and friends, you have had an important role in making this day possible. Without a doubt, your encouragement and support, your assistance, whether it took the form of money, healthy meals, helping with childcare, the loan of a car, faithful, persistent prayers, a listening ear, the occasional firm but encouraging nudge, or all of the above, you have left an indelible mark, making all of the difference for these students, and thank you. I also want to acknowledge the faculty and staff, those who are able to join us this afternoon, as well as those who are taking care of responsibilities back on campus. Faculty and staff have had a direct hand in your education and learning experiences during your time at Parkland College. I'm very proud of their efforts, their work, their professionalism, and their selfless dedication to student learning and success. They are truly instrumental in creating the positive and excellent learning environment that is a distinctive characteristic of Parkland College. And to our graduating honorees, it is an absolute delight to celebrate your academic achievements today. You have established a standard of excellence that will assuredly guide you personally and professionally from this point forward. You have had to make some very clear, definite choices throughout your time here at Parkland to meet that standard. Choices that lay the foundation for living and working in the world out there, the world beyond the protective walls of academia. As we all know, the world we live in is one where change seems to accelerate at great speed in a multiplicity of ways. The global population has exploded. What's more, global migration patterns have changed so that the communities we live and work in are increasingly diverse, racially, ethnically, and culturally. Global warming is a grim reality that we must grapple with. The internet has changed the way we do everything. Social media permeates our personal lives, and information is at our fingertips for good or for bad, and instant gratification is almost an expected norm. Digitization has entered every sphere of our personal lives and working world. Phones, our handheld computers, these are the necessities that we have become so dependent on. EVs are here, so I hear are self-driving trucks, solar panels, and soon perhaps we will have steaks cultivated in the lab. Yeah, you can try that. Social and political issues dominate each day's headlines, and we face increasing difficulty in sorting out fact from fiction in what we hear and see every day. Change and uncertainty regarding the near future permeates our waking hours. Then we hear that generative AI has entered our lives and will soon upend life as we know it, or so we are told. And soon our children will not know how to count change, the money kind of change, because we pay for everything with plastic or digital wallets. They already do not know how to manage a phone with a rotary dial. So much change. One statement attributed to the ancient Greek philosopher Heraclitus, he lived some 2,500 years ago. This statement is often quoted, and I quote, "The only constant in life is change." But this afternoon, I would like to respectfully disagree with Mr. Heraclitus. There is another constant. Employers in our community college district tell us with some regularity what they want in their employees, beyond the technical and digital know-how and the information smarts. And they tell us that there are some things that have not changed. The very basics for succeeding professionally and academically. Basics like the willingness to keep on learning. Yes, you are not done just because you have earned a degree or two. The ability to communicate effectively. Interpersonal skills. The ability and the willingness to work in teams. The humility to accept instruction and follow direction. The ability to think critically and problem solve. The desire to make a difference and the willingness to take the initiative to make that difference regardless of whether the extra effort is going to come with additional compensation. The motivation to work hard, and above all else, having that treasured quality called character. Character that is built on an internalized standard of honesty and integrity, of justice and mercy. These basics comprise the core of what you need to wend your way through a world of change. Coming to Parkland was an excellent decision. You couldn't have done better. It represents the first step in that marathon journey to master the basics that do not change and to learn to live and how to thrive in the knowledge economy. Your Parkland education provides you that essential foundation from which you can build your next steps in further education and training, or from which you can confidently enter into the world of work. You know, we continually hear stories from the more than 350,000 students that have passed through the hallways of Parkland. The stories that affirm that starting post-secondary education at Parkland was really a sound decision. Many will recall the special professor or a staff member, a coach or classmates, or a particular club or organization that shaped their Parkland experience. Just last week, I met a graduating high school senior who's coming to Parkland this fall. This student reported that he had struggled with school and was about to give up. But then he had the opportunity to do early college in automotive technology at Parkland, and he said this opportunity to learn differently completely changed his attitude toward school and also his life trajectory. He says he now has a pathway toward a meaningful career. It's all mapped out, he said. Parkland helped him figure out where he was going. Then last year, while I was at a local fundraiser, a working parent Parkland student came by our table to say that she made mistakes early in life, but Parkland provided that opportunity to do college over, that the faculty are fantastic and they're just learning so much. Her cup of gratitude certainly runneth over. There are countless stories like this, variations of the same theme. Someone at Parkland made the difference, someone opened the way. Our data tell us that you are clearly ready to enter the workforce, ready to transfer onto a university to continue your efforts. Whichever path you choose, remember, pay attention to yourself. Keep an eye on those basics. Listen to the wise ones who have walked the road before you. Make good decisions. Do the things that are hard, the things that challenge you intellectually and physically. And always remember, savor your accomplishments. Above all else, be grateful. Remain grateful. Be thankful for the opportunities, big or small, that have already come your way. Be grateful for the people who opened the doors for you or who pushed you to open the doors yourself. And wherever you go after Parkland, pay it forwards. Now you open doors for others. Congratulations again to each one of you. On behalf of Parkland College, we wish you the very best, and I look forward to seeing you back here tonight at your commencement ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Lau. Next, it is my pleasure to get to introduce Sarah Steffens. Sarah is graduating with 2 associate's degrees, one in massage therapy and one in psychology. She was on the dean's list every semester and served as vice president and president for Phi Theta Kappa, secretary for Psi Beta Psychology Club, and was a member of the Honors Program. She was also a member of the Parkland Peers Mentor Program, Parkland Pride, and the Astronomy Club. In the fall, she will be attending the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign to complete a bachelor's degree in psychology while continuing her work as a licensed massage therapist and a volunteer Girl Scout leader. We welcome Sarah.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to begin by congratulating all of my fellow honors students for their outstanding academic achievements. It is no small feat to graduate from Parkland, let alone with the distinction of being an honors student. It is by no mistake or coincidence that we are all here today. Through our hard work, dedication, and a desire to pursue academic excellence, we have earned our seats in this auditorium today. Tonight's the night when we forget about the deadlines and celebrate everything we have accomplished leading up to this moment. As we are gathered here today to celebrate the accomplishments of Parkland's honors students, I can't help but notice the date. Exactly 3 years ago today, I walked across the stage at my high school graduation. I couldn't get out of there fast enough and couldn't wait to begin taking on the quote-unquote real world. At 18, I had it all figured out, as most 18-year-olds think they do. I'd like to take a moment to thank my parents for always being there to help me fix the mistakes I inevitably made and providing support and guidance along the way that most of the time went unrecognized. And I will humor them by saying, "You told me so, and yes, you were right." I would also like to thank the rest of my family and friends for helping me get to this moment. I truly would not be here without all of your support, and words cannot express how much I appreciate it. In high school, I never would have imagined in my wildest dreams that I would be here today delivering a commencement speech. I also never imagined just how much Parkland would feel like home 3 short years later. Standing before you today is proof in and of itself just how much Parkland has helped me grow, not only as a student, but also as a person. As outgoing Phi Theta Kappa president, outgoing secretary of Psi Beta Psychology Club, and having completed 3 honors projects, I've been very active in the honors programs here at Parkland. I've also been involved with Parkland's Peer Mentor Program, Parkland Pride, and the Astronomy Club. Each holds a special place in my heart, and today is very bittersweet as I reflect on my time at Parkland while looking ahead to the next chapter. During the last 3 years, I have had the privilege of working side by side with my peers, many of whom are here to celebrate today. Our amazing faculty and advisors played a crucial role in our success, and we would not be here today without them. I'd like to take a moment to personally thank these individuals. Thank you, Dr. Michael Tramey, for inviting me to speak here today, Dr. Pamela Lau, and the rest of Parkland's administration and faculty that made today and every day at Parkland possible. Thank you, Dr. Marsh Jones, for being the Parkland Honors Program sponsor and providing students like myself with the opportunity to not only explore our academic interests outside of the classroom, but also be recognized and rewarded for it. Thank you, Dr. Sarah Gasson, for always being so enthusiastic about psychology, continuously encouraging students to always seek out new opportunities, and reminding us all to embrace a growth mindset. Thank you, Lori Garrett, for all that you do for Parkland's Phi Theta Kappa chapter, providing me with support and guidance through the highs and the lows of the last few years, and helping me become a better leader. Thank you, Malaya Smith and Katie Schacht, for having me as part of the Peer Mentor Program, helping me help others while growing and developing myself along the way, and being great role models for the career I one day plan to pursue. Thank you to Nino Minetti and Thomas Peisker for providing myself, and other LGBTQ+ students with a safe space to meet every week where we could always be our authentic selves. Thank you, Eric Johnson, for everything you do for the Astronomy Club and the Planetarium, always answering mine and other students' random questions about space, and even letting us go on tangents about astrology every once in a while. Thank you to my fellow students who are by my side in these organizations. I will hold on to the memories we made and things we accomplished throughout my life. And lastly, thank you to everyone I mentioned previously who not only tolerated, but at times even encouraged or celebrated with me in my passion for Taylor Swift. You all allowed me to be fearlessly my authentic self, and for that, I will forever and always be grateful. I have learned so much during my time at Parkland, but I think the most important thing was coming to the realization I, in fact, did not have everything figured out. And I still don't. Honestly, none of us do. And if someone tells you that they do have it all figured out, they're either lying to you or too naive to realize they don't, like I was 3 years ago. What I mean by that is not that none of us have any clue what we're doing, although it sure does feel like that some days. Rather, it means our paths are not set in stone and new opportunities can always be pursued. There are seemingly endless possibilities for what's next, which is both really exciting and really scary. Anticipating everything that's to come is an impossible task, but some of my fondest memories from my time at Parkland are from things I never could have predicted in high school. As we all move forward into the next stage of our lives, I look forward to seeing what we all go on to accomplish. I'm confident we will all do great things and find our own versions of success. And we may even do things that in this moment seem impossible. I say all of this because of what we have been through already. In 2020, the words pandemic, COVID-19, and lockdown entered our vocabularies and never really left. We were told we would get 2 weeks off from school, and what a long 2 weeks that was. Since then, it seems as though we are living through a never-ending series of unprecedented events. What often gets left out of this discussion is how that means we are also an unprecedented generation. College in itself is a challenging endeavor, but trying to take on college following a global pandemic that completely altered life as we know it, and in a world where we never know what the day's headlines will bring, is an astounding accomplishment. Not only have we done that, but we have gone above and beyond. As we move forward into the next stage of life and continue trying to find a place in this world, I encourage you to remember that not only living through, but thriving in unprecedented times makes us all unprecedented individuals who have the power and determination to do whatever it is we set our minds to. While the end of our time at Parkland is the end of an era, it is also the start of an age. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. This afternoon's keynote speaker is Dr. Lori Williams. Lori J. Williams grew up in Bloomington, Illinois. She earned a BA in English from Kentucky Wesleyan College and an MA and PhD in English from Indiana University. Teaching composition, literature, and humanities courses at Parkland for 32 years has fulfilled a calling for Lori to help students find their voices as educated people. Like her students, Lori has persisted in learning, seriously pursuing creative writing after age 50. Her writing has been published in the Los Angeles Review and the Hudson Review, where she won their short fiction contest in 2021. In 2024, she was awarded a Tennessee Williams Scholarship to attend the Sewanee Writers Conference. After her retirement here at the end of May, Lori plans to read, write, volunteer, visit art museums, and meet for coffee with anyone who asks. Dr. Lori Williams.
Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote to Walt Whitman, "I greet you at the beginning of a great career. I want to say the same to you here at Parkland Honors Convocation this Thursday in May of 2025. It's a big day for all of the students being honored and for the families and friends here to support them. You should be proud of yourselves. And as a Parkland professor, I want to say on behalf of all Parkland instructors, we are proud of you. Taking joy and pride in the learning that my students do, that's why I've loved teaching at Parkland. The community college mission of open access to higher education and Parkland's specific motto, to engage the community in learning, these values attracted me to a career as a community college English professor. From the first classes I taught at Parkland in the fall of 1993, back when all assignments were on paper and the D and U wings didn't yet exist, I wanted to stay and do my part in helping students reach their goals. And now, after 32 years at Parkland, I'm retiring at the end of this month. I want to take this last chance to give some advice, some encouragement, a last bit of teaching to carry with you out into the world. Because I love literature, I'm going to use Walt Whitman, his life and his writing, to illustrate the points in my speech. I have 4 ideas to recommend to you, and each one involves an action verb. You knew an English professor would talk about words, right? Claim, believe, persist, and encourage. Let me begin with the story of how Walt Whitman claimed his voice as a poet. The letter that Emerson wrote arrived after Whitman had published his first book in 1855, Leaves of Grass. For years, Whitman worked on his poems in obscurity, developing his ideas about poetry. He thought that ordinary people should be the subject of poems. He believed that he could speak as himself in his poetry, the son of a carpenter, a struggling journalist, a person without connections in the literary world. He said, "I celebrate myself and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume. For every atom belonging to me, as good belongs to you." But all of those beliefs and works on his writing culminated in a book publication that flopped. Few copies sold, few Americans noticed Walt Whitman's poetry except for one key reader, Ralph Waldo Emerson, a famous writer at that time. He read the book and wrote a letter that said, "I greet you at the beginning of a great career." It was an important bit of encouragement. Whitman kept writing in that unique voice that he had claimed. I urge you to do what Whitman did. Claim your voice as an educated person. By this, I don't mean you have to write poetry or speak with fancy words, and I certainly don't mean you should let ChatGPT speak for you. Rather, I urge you to use all of your own experiences as part of your voice. Speak or write as the person who came to Parkland from Gibson City, or Tolono, or Urbana, or Chicago. Use your voice as the person who has 3 kids and works 2 jobs. Whitman worked many odd jobs before he published his first book of poetry, describing his own voice as a barbaric yawp. I like that. He wanted to be a poet of the American people. I can imagine Whitman at Parkland, stopping outside an art class to smell the paint, or the vet tech rooms to hear a dog bark, or the baseball field to feel the sun on his face. You should see the value in what you contribute to society, that your Parkland learning is not just for you, but for the people around you. Your voice matters. Your education from Parkland matters, and you should claim it proudly. My second recommendation is to believe in second chances. Parkland teaches us it's possible to try again. It doesn't matter if you never intended to go to college, or you spent 20 years working a craft, or you started off at a 4-year school and dropped out, or your family member needed you at home. Parkland welcomes students who need a second chance. I've always loved this aspect of Parkland, and I took it to heart myself. When I was nearing my 50th birthday, I realized I had left behind an important goal in my life of writing creatively. I might have thought, oh, my chance to do that is past. I'm just a person who writes for her job. But instead, I knew it was not too late, that I could start towards my goal right then, that day, I began writing each morning, 500 words, 5 days a week before I came in to teach. Gradually, that writing became short stories, and after several years of working at it, I published my first short story at age 57. It's never too late to pursue your goals. Let Parkland remind you to take that second chance. Another reminder that I want to give you comes directly from my students with a nod to Walt Whitman. Persist like a Parkland student. Last year, I had a student in one of my composition classes who was part of the Parkland Pathways program, which means he will be admitted to the University of Illinois once he successfully completes his first 2 years at Parkland. I knew that the program included one course a semester at the U of I, so I asked which course he was taking. He said, "I'm not. I was at a U of I event and some students said negative things about community colleges. I felt discouraged." So I said, "Hey, those people don't know what we know about Parkland students. You have an advantage that you carry with you. Parkland students have jobs and know how to work hard. They know how to stretch a budget and handle responsibilities. Let's come up with a phrase to remind you of that. We'll call it Parkland persistence." And when I saw that student this year, he told me he signed up for his U of I course. He did well. He persisted. I'll add an example from Walt Whitman about persistence. Remember his book, Leaves of Grass, that only got one letter of praise? Whitman decided he could make that book better, that he would revise it and have it printed again. For the second printing, he decided he would take that one piece of encouragement from Ralph Waldo Emerson and print it on the outside of the book, on the spine of the book. There it was, gold letters on the green binding in the second edition. "I greet you at the beginning of a great career." He didn't ask permission from Emerson, which he probably should have. He just did it. And he continued to revise that same book and republish it, Leaves of Grass, adding poems, using his voice, until that book became his life's work. Eventually, he became better known, and people loved his poems. But none of that would have happened if he hadn't kept at it, persisted, like a Parkland student. My fourth bit of advice comes from my sense of community. Encourage others. You found success here at Parkland, not only completing your courses and learning, but achieving the honors that brought you here today. Can you remember what it was like before you came to Parkland? Back when you were deciding whether to go to college? At some point, you chose Parkland, and you have made it through. Congratulations. I hope that several someones helped you get to this point. You can be that someone who tells your family member, friend, neighbor, or the person at the grocery store that they too can go to college. Tell them that Parkland would welcome them. Encourage them to work towards their goals, to learn and grow and discover. I'll close with words that Whitman used to end his poem, Song of Myself in Leaves of Grass, a lyric that helps us remember him as a poet of the people, an optimist, an American, a person who believed in community. "I bequeath myself to the dirt to grow from the grass I love. If you want me again, look for me under your boot soles. You will hardly know who I am or what I mean, but I shall be good health to you, nevertheless, and filter and fiber your blood. Failing to fetch me at first, keep encouraged. Missing me one place, search another. I stop somewhere, waiting for you." Thank you.
I now have the honor to present to you the Phi Theta Kappa All-Illinois winners. There are 3 of them, and each one of them have been nominated for the All-USA Community College Academic Team. I will call them one by one to come up here in alphabetical order, and I'll present them their medal and their certificate. Chase Dooley. Kelly Harvey. Sarah Steffens. And then we have a Coca-Cola Leader of Promise Scholar, and that's Luke Williamson. Luke.
We will next invite Tommy T. to the podium. He is a history major, president of the Parkland Honor Leadership Team, and a member of the Parkland Honors Program. After graduating from Parkland, he will continue his education at the University of Illinois, where he plans to pursue his passion for history and learning. Tommy.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining here today. This is a moment we all work incredibly hard for, and it is an honor to speak on behalf of such a remarkable graduating class. Graduation is one of those rare moments in life when we were asked to stop, breathe, and reflect, to really look back how far we have come. We are right here with different stories. Some of us came straight from high school. Others returned after years away from education. For me, I came here as an immigrant, stepping into a new country, a new culture, and a new system of learning. But no matter how we got here, we all have one thing in common. We didn't give up. For years at Parkland, we have learned how to ask better questions, how to listen, how to think critically and creatively. We learned that success isn't always about perfect GPA, it's about persistence, resilience, and showing up even on the day when it's hard. Today, I also want to recognize the role of Parkland Honor Program for helping us to push ourselves beyond the ordinary and into deeper academic exploration. Students are eligible to join Honor Program if they had cumulative GPA of 3.0, either from high school or college, or if they demonstrate a strong academic or creative interest they want to explore further. It's a space where students can challenge themselves academically by doing the honor project, conducting unique research, or building something entirely new. The program also provides meaningful financial support, $200 for one honor project, $500 for study abroad opportunities, and $1,000 scholarship for graduating honor students who fulfill the requirement. As I today graduate from Parkland College, I'm so grateful for the experience I have during my time here. To the families and friends who stood by us, cheer us on, and remind us to eat and sleep, you have been our quiet heroes, and we're so grateful. And to my fellow graduates, we're living here with more than just a degree. We're living here with stories of persistence, courage, and creativity. And now it's our turn to take those stories and shape the world. Some of us may know what to do next, others are still figuring it out. So let me tell you, both paths are valid. Because the truth is, the life doesn't follow as a syllabus. It doesn't always go as planned. But if Parkland have taught us anything, it's taught us that we are capable of more than we think. We've already proven it by sitting here today. To our professors who guided us, challenged us, and believe in us, thank you. Your encouragement created an environment where we could take risks, ask tough questions, and discover passions we didn't even know we had. Thank you, Professor Macho, for creating such a wonderful program, and for your guidance, and for your unwavering belief of our potentials. Dr. Jones, would you please stand and be recognized for your work with dedication to the honor program? Before I close, I would like to take a moment to recognize the hard work and dedication to all members of the Parkland Honor Program. If you are the member of Honor Program, would you please stand? Congratulations for your incredible achievement. You have challenged yourself, overcome obstacles, and finished strong. Let's give them a well-deserved round of applause, please. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tommy. Next, we will invite Sarah Jacobson to the podium. Sarah is a dedicated student leader at Parkland College As Vice President of Phi Theta Kappa and a reporter for the Prospectus, she is focused on academic excellence, student engagement, and exploring different student perspectives. Sarah.
Good afternoon, and congratulations, everybody. I am very honored to be standing up here at this convocation to share an update about Phi Theta Kappa at Parkland College. I've been a part of Phi Theta Kappa since the summer of 2024. This year, the members of Phi Theta Kappa at Parkland have shown remarkable growth, leadership, and meaningful engagement, and I'm proud to share the work that our chapter has accomplished. As Vice President, I have had the opportunity to witness the dedication of our chapter in fostering academic excellence, service, and leadership. Phi Theta Kappa has continued to uphold its mission through various initiatives. We've assisted in holding monthly socials with members from Psi Beta Psychology Club, Parkland Board Game Club, Black Students Association, and Parkland Pride. This has helped us include more students in what we do and foster diversity at Parkland. We have also hosted a number of other social events for all students throughout the year that have allowed our officers, like myself, to grow in our leadership skills and have helped our chapter serve our fellow students. Last semester, we completed our Honors in Action and college projects. Our Honors in Action project focused on our 2024 through 2026 honors study topic, the power of stories, through which we explored why we tell stories. For this year's project, we focused on the shared narratives among religions, and after some research, we held a moderated panel discussion where we discussed commonalities across different religions and how they have a powerful impact on individuals and society. For our college project, we focused on increasing student engagement. We sent out a campus-wide survey asking why students are not participating in campus activities, and if there's anything the college can do to make them more likely to participate. Perhaps my favorite part of Phi Theta Kappa, though, has been traveling. Last month, we attended PTK Catalyst 2025, which was held in Kansas City. At Catalyst, we heard from some outstanding and inspirational speakers, including, but not limited to, PTK International President Annalise Smith, who highlighted the importance of mental health and wellness, and Olympic gold medalist and NYT best-selling author Lori Hernandez. Through these events and projects, we have ensured that we not only support our college community, but also inspire students to reach their full potential in their academic and professional journeys. Phi Theta Kappa is more than just an honor society. It is a community where students support one another, grow their leadership skills, and celebrate academic success. As we celebrate academic achievement and leadership today, I encourage all of you to embrace the lessons and rewarding experiences that come with stepping outside your comfort zone. Even if you have to struggle through it, which you probably will to some degree, and I certainly did. I was thrown into the role of vice president in over my head, and it took me some time to adjust to it. Those struggles and mistakes are what shape us into stronger individuals. I also want you to remember that leadership isn't just about holding a title. It's also about responsibility, navigating challenges, and growing alongside the people you serve. I would like to thank our sponsor, Lori Garrett. Will you please stand? Round of applause. Thank you so much, Lori, for all you do for our chapter. And now I would like to recognize all PTK members. Will you please stand? Let's give these people a round of applause. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you, Sarah. Next, I would like to introduce Eleanor Klein, a freshman in the Parkland Pathway program, currently studying psychology. She's been involved with the Psi Beta Psychology Club for 3 years and is currently serving as the president. Eleanor?
Thank you for joining us to celebrate all the accomplishments of graduating honors students. I'm Eleanor Klein, the current president of Parkland's chapter of Psi Beta, the Honor Society in Psychology for two-year colleges. In order to be a member of Psi Beta, you must have a GPA of 3.25 or higher, have completed at least 12 hours of college coursework, and completed a college psychology course with a grade of B or higher. Finally, you must have a good standing in the community and an interest in psychology. Throughout this year, members of Psi Beta and the related psychology club have worked to bring psychological education and supports to our community. They work to support students transferring to psychology programs, many of whom are graduating today, as well as collaborating with the Counseling Center to help share tools for de-stressing. They have worked to foster social support through events, a social safety initiative, and participating in violence de-escalation training. One of our officers organized a suicide prevention training that ended up getting 46 participants trained. Two of our officers hosted workshops on self-love and imposter syndrome. Many of them have accomplished numerous honors projects, covering topics such as misinformation, self-diagnosis, and schizophrenia representation in the media. This has been my third year in the Psi Beta Psychology Club. I initially got involved as a 16-year-old dual credit student who was deeply intrigued with the field of psychology. Since then, I've had the opportunity to work with other club members on a library display about neurodiversity, give multiple presentations and workshops, and get involved with the UIUC Undergraduate Research Week. Whether or not students go into psychology as a career, Psi Beta provides them with unique chances to expand their understanding of how psychology affects each one of us and to serve our community. Throughout my experience, I've come to greatly appreciate this organization, the lovely people in it, and the opportunity to collaborate and learn with them. I would like to recognize and thank our wonderful faculty member and sponsor, Sarah Grisson, for her support not only of the club as a whole, but of each individual student. She truly cares about each of us, and we are so grateful to have her as our faculty member. Let's ask Dr. Grisson to stand and give her a round of applause. Next, I'd like to ask all our Psi Beta members to stand up. These students have made extraordinary accomplishments through their work academically and in the club itself. Let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you for coming today to recognize this amazing group of students. I wish you all the best as you go out there and continue to be cool psychology humans.
Thank you, Eleanor. Our Vice President for Academic Services is Dr. Nancy Sutton. She's been with Parkland since 2005 as faculty in communication, Department Chair of Fine and Applied Arts, Dean of Arts and Sciences, and now is our Vice President for Academic Services. Dr. Sutton holds a Bachelor of Arts in English and Communication from Millikan University, a Master of Science in Organizational Communication and Public Relations from Southern Illinois University, and a doctorate in community college leadership from Ferris State University. Dr. Sutton.
At this time, I'd like to ask the recipients of honors to prepare to stand up one row at a time. And please remember when you come forward that you need to bring the name card that is on your seat. First row will stand, and they will direct you to the stairs. This is rehearsal for this evening. Noah Olsgusen, graduation with honors. Reagan E. Aubrey, graduation with honors. Tevi Balikita, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, graduation with honors. Megan Barnhart, graduation with honors. Haley Beals, graduation with honors. Lauren B. Blake, graduation with honors. Lexia M. Bonwell, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Audrey Boudreau, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Thomas R. Bradley Jr., graduation with honors. Olivia M. Brooks, Psi Beta, graduation with honors. Heidi Breya, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Ariana R. Chambers, graduation with honors. Callie A. Chandler, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Jordan D. Claxton, graduation with honors. Vanessa E. Condarco, graduation with honors. Melissa N. Corley, graduation with honors. Kyle L. Crary, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Jaleesa R. Creedy, Phi Theta Kappa. Austin T. Kreitzer, graduation with honors. Caleb W. Danderin, graduation with honors. Riley A. Day, graduation with honors. Hope R. Diedrich, graduation with honors. Kylan J. Dorner, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Elena R. Duden, graduation with honors. Nadia R. Eberhardt, graduation with honors. Jasmine R. Ebies, graduation with honors. Tanaja N. Edwards, graduation with honors. Arisa C. Eisenhower, graduation with honors. Emily C. Fair, graduation with honors. Corinne R. Fair, graduation with honors. Ariel Ecker, graduation with honors. Donovan J. Flowers, graduation with honors. Morgan A. Frush, graduation with honors. Carly L. Foos, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, graduation with honors. Delilah C. Garcia, graduation with honors. Santiago Gonzalez Owerma, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Matt A. Hayslip, graduation with honors. Nicholas C. Hansen, graduation with honors. Zoe D. Hayes, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Martin Hernandez, graduation with honors. Kelly L. Harvey, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Cade Witt, Phi Theta Kappa. Jacob R. Hurt, graduation with honors. Fabiola Harahimo, Phi Theta Kappa. Kaylee M. Jeffers, graduation with honors. Melissa R. Kostov, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Sophia L. Kremitsky, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Ivor Krogstad, graduation with honors. Kaylin R. Kuntz, graduation with honors. Gunnar A. Kirk, graduation with honors. Casey A. Lajeunesse, graduation with honors. Julia N. Lee, graduation with honors. Mackenzie J. Lee, graduation with honors. Kaylee L. Lewis, graduation with honors. Esther Mambo, graduation with honors. Ruth Mambo, graduation with honors. Susan A. Maxwell, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Grayson P. McDonald, Psi Beta, graduation with honors. Sarah E. Jacobson, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Abigail R. McNamara, graduation with honors. Tiffany A. Mihaha Samos, Phi Theta Kappa. Sheila Navarrete, graduation with honors. Fabio Iroha, National Junior College Athletic Association All-Academic Team. Marco J. Park, graduation with honors. Samuel J. Paza, graduation with honors. Anna C. Place, graduation with honors. Shakira L. Powell, Phi Theta Kappa. Emma G. Quinlan, graduation with honors. Emma A. Roth, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Kelsey R. Reeves, graduation with honors. Tanaya N. Reinhardt, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Holly D. Reynolds, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Lyra Rodriguez Nahira, National Junior College Athletic Association All-Academic Team, graduation with honors. Teresa M. Rollings, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Mercedes Saavedra, graduation with honors. Saida K. Schlickman, graduation with honors. Elizabeth A. Schinke, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Cindy E. Schaffner, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Adam B. Skusen, Psi Beta, graduation with honors program, graduation with honors. Sarah J. Steffens, Phi Theta Kappa, Psi Beta, graduation from the honors program, graduation with honors. Tommy N. Tai, graduation from the honors program, graduation with honors. Azaria K. Smith, Phi Theta Kappa. Brenda J. Smith, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Shaylin A. Standifer, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Sabrina A. Steerwalt, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Isabel Swanson, graduation with honors. Tayan M. Swift, Psi Beta, graduation with honors. Lucius Tran, graduation with honors. Sabrina A. Trevino, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Abigail N. Trimble, graduation with honors. Cynthia Villa, graduation with honors. Alea B. Ward, Phi Theta Kappa. Luke I. Williamson, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Morgan D. Wellborn, graduation with honors. Ashley C. Winskuna, Phi Theta Kappa. Mary E. Wiley, graduation with honors. Kaylin P. Wilson, graduation with honors. Rachel A. Young, graduation with honors. Robert J. Zufel, Phi Theta Kappa, graduation with honors. Zachary Hay, Psi Beta. Wyatt Danner Duncan, graduation with honors.
Graduates, at this time, I'd like to give you a moment to take an opportunity to thank those friends and family members and many others that have supported you in not only being here today, but those who couldn't be here today, with a round of applause for all that they have done for you. I remember when I was where you are and I couldn't have been there without them, and I'm sure many of you can say the same thing. So I think it's important we recognize them this afternoon. We also would like to recognize the many from Parkland College who have helped in directing us around the auditorium today, and all the work that's went into preparing the programs, videoing the ceremonies, so many different things that so many at Parkland and here at Cranert have done to make this run as smoothly as it has. So let's take a moment and thank them. The lobby makes a great place to hang out, visit, take pictures, whatever. Couldn't be a teacher without giving some directions on what the next assignment is, and the administrators have asked me to remind you all to please be back here at 6 o'clock for a lineup for the graduation ceremony that will start at 7 o'clock. Congratulations to you all, and I look forward to seeing you walk across this stage tonight and receive that well-earned diploma. Congratulations, everyone.